In this video, we're going to strengthen our stride using the jump rope. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Grown and Healthy, the channel where we explore self-improvement through movement. And in this video, we're going to strengthen our stride, develop the patterns using a jump rope. In a 4-foot strike walk, we are landing on the front of the foot, not on the toes, but on the metatarsals. And the lateral edge falls first, then we slightly touch the heel, and then we toe off with the first ray or the pad of the big toe. Now, in order to practice the sequence, you can always walk, but to speed up the process and to strengthen the development of your feet, the jump rope I found is the best equipment that I could use that has helped me overcome a lot of the transition problems that many of you may face at home and that I faced in the beginning also. The reason why the jump rope is an excellent source is because by figuring out or modulating how hard you land on the lateral edge of your foot, practicing that bounce, practicing the recoil of your natural suspension system, the foot will expand to absorb the impact. There is no better practice that you can do than jumping rope, because you will repeatedly engage in that landing mechanism and strengthening more of the recoil so that it can aid you in walking forward. Now, in this video, we're gonna focus not on speed and not on distance, but form. And I'll be using a jump rope. This is slightly thicker than you may find. You don't have to buy a speed rope. It doesn't have to be a specialty rope. Any rope will work. And in this case, I'm just using a heavier rope because I will not be engaging in any speed work. I'm also going to take off my shoes. And this is so that you can see at home what happens when jumping rope and how it will benefit your feet. If you're new to jumping rope, don't do it barefoot, wear some shoes. I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. If you aren't either barefoot or wearing barefoot shoes, this will not be effective for you at all. The thickness of conventional shoes will impede your ability to have the dexterity in your feet needed to land on the lateral edge. All of this work won't work for you in conventional shoes. We're going to land on the lateral edge. And this is how you see most people skip rope. And you may see a few variations such as the boxer shuffle, but that is never with a high impact. The boxer shuffle or the boxer skip is usually a very light touch of the heel, barely touching the ground. And that's because landing on the heel with high impact is brutal, immediate pain. Hence why you see the cushion on conventional shoes to mitigate, to quell the pain that would normally happen when you're landing on your heel. Now, if you are just starting with jumping rope and you have heavily pronated feet, my advice is to keep your feet as close together as possible and try jumping. Remember, it's not about the speed or even the accuracy. It's okay if you just go one at a time, but try keeping the feet together. Hopefully that will keep the medial arch, the inner foot, from collapsing, if that is a problem for you. If that is too strenuous or stressful for you, then widen the feet slightly. But again, we're trying to land on the lateral edge. If we are rebounding correctly, eventually we will build strength within that medial arch and correct the ankle alignment. We're gonna focus more on landing on the lateral edge. I'll show you the front view. What you'll immediately find is that you are able to actually complete skipping the rope without even touching the big toe. you're using, again, the rebounding mechanism that is innate in your body. We are lightly having the heel touch. And in the beginning, you don't have to have the heel touch at all. This is a great method in how to practice landing and rebounding, which is essential in walking and running. Your gait cycle demands that you have a strong foot and propel through that foot. Watch as I demonstrate from the rear. You see that my heels barely touching the ground. That is the practice that you want. Eventually, you want to engage more of your foot into the exercise, and we're going to land on the lateral edge, compress onto the big toe, and jump back up. This then now starts to prime your foot for how to engage in walking. You don't have to go into a large lunge, but just a slight lunge, about a foot, half a foot in between. And that is enough to mimic that gait cycle. Now, of course, when walking, you're pushing off, but this allows you to get not only the mechanism of landing on the lateral edge, but to also get the bounce, engaging that windlass mechanism. Again, that's the mechanism that we use to propel ourselves going forward. Engage in lateral drop first, then incorporate more of the foot. Try to even develop more dorsiflexion by focusing on landing on the heel last, but keeping the angle, right? This is great for dorsiflexion. Then you will progress to strides, slight strides. You can practice this daily, 5 minutes to 10 minutes per day. Not only will you make your feet stronger, you'll also burn fat at the same time. Okay guys, this has been Grown and Healthy, the channel where we explore self-improvement through movement. Thanks for watching.